CJ has gone over.
Yeah, it's not a bad career. 240 NRL games, Panthers, Eels, Titans now. 9 Test jerseys for the Kangaroos and also played State of Origin for New South Wales as well. And he's enjoying his life on the Gold Coast. He wishes he was enjoying it more when it comes to more wins on the field, but he's a hell of a nice guy. And he said to Rat and I, do you mind if I come in now and then and just sort of get used to how to do the media? I want to do a lot more of it post-career. And here he is for his first shift. So it's going to be judged by you, the listener, about whether Reg returns because FP says Reg's segment should be called In the Know with the Mo.
I like it.
Budster says, evening lads, wondering what type of glue Reg uses to paste on that luscious hairy top lip. Or what about Reg's ratings? Rating other NRL players' Mo's.
I don't mind that.
I don't mind that as well.
We might need him to rate something else. I want to ask you a question, Reg.
Go for it.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I just heard in your highlight there, I heard a name mentioned.
Who was it?
Bryce Cartwright.
Oh, yeah.
I want to ask you, he was a freak of a player. Like, was he like just naturally that gifted? Did he put a lot of work into it or was he just a freak?
The size that he is and the size that he was playing in first grade was the size of, I think, at 14. So he had tattoos at 13. Like, who allowed that? Obviously his parents, rich history with Penrith, natural freak of rugby league. Had a few bad injuries as well. But yeah, look, he was a player that I love playing with.
So we've got Reg on the show for his first shift.
Yeah,
and you want to talk about Bryce Cartwright straight
Bryce
away.
Cartwright.
I know you do.
I love Bryce Cartwright.
He's going well. He's obviously pulled the pin in playing professionally and doing a good job at St. Mary's.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Just locally. And then trying to get into the Fireys
right.
post-career. And he's got one more test left and one more test to obviously get into there, and
nice
and then he'll be up here full time.
So how are you loving the Gold Coast? I know it's an easy place to live, but I know, as I said earlier on, probably you would love a lot more wins. But overall, is the family happy?
Yeah, I love it. If anyone is listening in New South Wales, I would say to come up and
is this a recruitment tool as well? Is it?
I've been trying to tell all my family to sell everything up and come up. It's one of the best places I believe to live and to grow a family and to raise a family as well. And I get to play rugby league for a living for the Gold Coast Titans, and we're not going as well as we wanted to. And but over the last month, I can say we can be pretty proud of our efforts and our performance of what we've been doing.
There's been a groundswell of support especially after last week from non-Titans fans. We've seen a lot of that, whether you're on the streets and social media, a lot of the talkback, whatever it may be. Now, with the trainer situation, now we don't want to get you in trouble, but were you guys aware of what was going on?
I didn't. There was obviously a lot of booze and things like that going around from the crowd. Didn't really know what was going on, and then then you look back and JC missed the kick, and you go, mate, what are you doing? Just kick the goal. But and then we had to find out maybe half an hour after the game what had happened. So
Mate, I at the start of this year, Reg, I was very bullish on you guys, and I still believe there's so much talent in that side. It's such a fast side, but I just feel like there's some pieces of the puzzle that they're just not quite fitting. We've got a lot of fullbacks there, and we've shifted Jaden. The Titans have shifted Jaden into the halves. Keone Kinney got injured. AJ's back at fullback, but this Jalen de Groot, I want to talk about him. He just seems like such a tough hombre. Like, he runs the ball hard. But he's kept out Lofi Khan-Pereira, which is like, this try-scoring machine. What is it about Jalen that's got him into the side? Is it his toughness? Is it his ball carriage? Is it his skill?
Oh, I wouldn't say it's his skill.
No.
For a young lad, he's a very, very quick and very respectful individual, and very harsh on himself with his performances. And he's one kid that he's very, very nervous when it sort of comes to big games. And look, over the last, I think, 3 or 4 weeks, he's obviously kept Lofi out, and Lofi's come back into the side now for Phil. So look, he's a young talent. He's a fullback at heart, and but look, if he wants to play first grade and there's a spot to play, then
he's got Gutho all over him, hasn't he? He's got a lot of Gutho about him.
Yeah, I think he's sort of spoken about Gutho of trying to
Emulate
get his
stuff he
game
does,
around Gutho. I'm told him not to. But, there's not much in Gutho. So.
I love Gutho. And it's not particularly like the fact that he's this X Factor type player. It's just you'd play with 12 of him, like just because you know you're going to get every bit of every ounce of all his ability. There's no, well, there might be a heap there, but you're going to get it all.
And he's always strapped up like who's the horse?
Like Hondo Grattan.
Hondo Grattan.
Old trotter. You need another. What I wanted to ask you about the Titans, right? It blows me up. It blows my mind how people say they can't have a successful team on the Gold Coast. They should piss them off and send them somewhere else. Does my head in. You're here now. You've been here a year. What needs to happen to turn this franchise around and get it into a premiership mode, I guess?
Sort of speaking off the mic before, I think we need to look for a reserve grade team.
Right. Keep everyone together.
Not saying anything bad towards the two feeder clubs that we have, but we have a reserve grade team that's split off and they go to their respective clubs there, and and then they have to play each other on the weekend as well. So, look, there's a lot of things, that probly will be changed, in the future.
To get through
at
the moment, isn't it?
It's Foz is retiring, so we're sort of just focusing on that on the last five and making sure that he goes out with a very good bang and a finish.
We're going to get an NRL update very, very soon. Plenty of your texts as well. Reg has a mo for radio.
He does. What about this? I like this text. This is from Adrian. This is one of the few texts I've liked from Adrian. He's generally very judgmental. How's this for Reg's segment? On the edge with Reg.
Like it.
He sounds a lot more masculine on air than you two sopranos who clearly favour embracing your feminine side, which I applaud. Can you get RCG to repeat one of the finest ever low voices that belonged to the late, great Peter Harvey, Canberra? Remember that line? Peter Harvey, Canberra.
So he'd be too young
Peter
for that.
Harvey, Canberra.
There we go. Nice. We've got a few people here saying you got a great voice for radio. A lot of people have told you that. You should be reading ads.
Look, if it pays, I'll do it.
Hey, so if you want to send a text in, 0457 736 736 for our Kiwi listeners, 8833. Now, if you want to give us a call, like we say, Rat, if you call, you get on.
Glenn's on the line.
1300 01 1170 is the number, and Glenn is on the line. How are you, Glenn?
Hey, Glenn.
Good evening, boys. How are you, mate?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Good.
It's Waratah West Wacky Wednesday,
It is.
August 6th.
Yep.
With Gwenny and his Grenders. So, firstly, I didn't post a letter of complaint that I suggested I would last night because you actually answered my call.
Yep.
Can I also say bad luck to Tim Radcliffe on missing the 200K on $1 Million Minute this morning? Tim, the Cape of Good Hope is in the green tunnel.
Yeah. Not enough energy.
Yeah.
Didn't come in hard.
He's got to come in hard.
He's got to come in hard.
When he comes in and he grabs us.
Yeah.
So Glenn's one of our loyal
regular
listeners, and he rings up every night, and he basically gives us an update of any of the game shows that are going on. Yeah, there he go. He'd still be on there talking.
How many tins has Glenn had?
Oh, you've nailed it.
Welcome to the show. Hey, NRL update thanks to Club New South Wales. Reg has a great voice for radio. Too much good-looking, better looking than you two twats as well. Yeah, we agree with you there.
All right, can I just say, I brought up a point at the start of the show, and I said 6 on the bench, keep the interchange the same, but use who you want to. You got all positions covered. Marsden Shotto, he said, boys, I love the idea of keeping 8 interchanges, but have the bench of 6 so we can cover all positions. Thank you, Marsden Shotto.
Then what happens to your second grade side when they got all these players pulled out?
Mate, they didn't cut Reg, did you sign with the Gold Coast Titans to play second grade? No,
but if you
does anybody sign with the Gold Coast Titans to play second grade?
Wouldn't
If
think
they're looking
so.
for a contract, maybe.
No.
Yeah.
No one comes to an NRL club to play second grade.
Exactly.
Give me the opportunity to sit on the bench and I might get a chance to play, or you can go back to Ipswich next week and you can.
So,
I'll.
So what if you go 7 weeks without any game time at all?
Mate, look, there are contingencies for that. They would have contingencies for that. Where you would get some game
That's why
time.
you do a training session on the field after the game.
That's right.
That's one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Oh, it's horrible.
ever
Isn't it?
seen.
I used to have to do that.
Yeah, well, wingers didn't do much work. Of course they did. Hey, thanks to your local club where footy fans belong. More of your text very soon, but let's get to some NRL news. A young man, back row, Canterbury Bulldogs, they've re-signed young Harry Hayes. Good player, this kid.
Yep.
Yep. How have you found the Bulldogs, Reg? I mean, they're a team that's been put together, I think, really wisely the way they put the team together, where they've used a lot of players that can play multiple positions. They're very athletic, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And I think the way that Serraldo has had them for the last couple of seasons, and he can get an average NRL player and turn him into a fully first grader each week.
It's the art of coaching, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. And they've sort of dropped off a little bit in the last probably couple of weeks, but I still think they are a threat in this competition. It's just when they click, they're very hard to contain.
Yeah, I've seen what they're doing with their juniors and the way that they're recruiting junior players and finding the right pieces of the puzzle.
And they're spending a lot of
Gus, mate.
spending a lot of money on it too.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
right.
good.
They've gone from I think 4.5 to 6, something like that. Like I
Million.
know, million.
Mm-hmm.
And that just sets them up for the future. And I don't think they'll win the comp this year, but I think they win a number of comps in the next 10.
Yep.
I think they'll win more than one in the next 10 years. It won't be a one-off like Cronulla did and then didn't win another comp. Like I think they go on and they win a few maybe.
So Harry Hayes, 3-year extension. He didn't come off until the end of next year, but they've said no. There's no way this kid's going to go to November 1. So he's a great kid off the
Jack
production line.
Johns.
He looks like Jack Johns.
He looks exactly like
he
Jack
does.
Johns.
Exactly.
I thought it was him playing when I saw him the first time. I thought Jack retired. No.
Yep. No, so as Phil Gould said, Gus, he's made great leaps in the last 18 months. He definitely has. He's a tearaway, isn't he? Now, before we get into buy, hold, and sell, and the topic is around NRL rules, Rat, we've got a few more texts there.
We have. Scrap the short dropout rule. Trapping a player in goal for repeat sets was once an art form perfected by great halves and drilled into every young playmaker. Now there's no reward for it. And teams are better off conceding in the corner to hold field position. Keeping the current rule offers no upside. Changing it back makes so much sense. You know what I think they need to change?
Mm-hmm.
So the 7 tackle set, if you kick it dead from outside of the 20, then 7 tackle set. But if you're inside the 20, it's just a set of 6. Like don't it shouldn't be a 7 tackle set because we have taken away that art, which is that half who can control the game with their kicking game in the red zone.
Yep. I agree.
I just think they need to change that. Look, I think with the dropout rule, I think with the short dropouts, that's also an art form too.
Yep.
Like some players are perfecting it, some players aren't. So I don't mind that. But I definitely think that the 7 tackle set from within the 20, within the red zone, if you kick it dead from within the red zone, should just be a set of 6 from.
What we've seen a lot now, isn't it? Like on 5th tackle, dummy half just runs towards that closest corner to try and lock them into a corner, as opposed to trying to get a repeat set, because it becomes a.
You have to waste at least 3 tackles to make any sort of momentum. And the bloke that's taken that first carry,
I did it a lot, Reg. I did it a lot. I was a winger.
He did. He did.
Just do your best.
No, you never did it.
Yeah. I didn't do it. I was smart.
And then also on the 7 tackle as well, as a middle, if you're chasing the kick, trying to get back an extra 30 to make a play,
Okay.
And it's a 0 tackle.
So this is something.
It's a 0 tackle.
This is something that does my head in, but this is an old codger talking about years gone by. But when I see the big guys walking back during the kick return, so you guys instructed to conserve your energy and wait for the ball to come to you as opposed to get behind the ball?
Well, if we're defending, our job is to put kick pressure on.
Yep.
And then, it's probably going to be maybe 1 or 2 tackles to waste. But, I think a lot of teams are sort of trying to get success out of that and trying to pull shape early straight away. I think Penrith have done it for the last 5-6 years. With their back rolls, they pull width early straight away. So, I definitely like taking my time.
Yep.
Right.
Now, okay, so we've got a couple of texts here, and this is part of the induction process. Okay, so Bunyip and also Budster. It's the same subject. Hey, Sats, before you blend Reg into the mix, just see what his thoughts are on aliens, the moon landing, and flat Earth. So, firstly, do you believe in aliens?
We've been talking about this at training with Foz. He's he's up there with
Conspiracy theorist, yeah.
Aliens.
But
No.
Aliens, I'm going to say no.
Thank you. There's a tick. Can you give us a tick there? There's
So
a
out of
tick.
everything on this galaxy,
you're
going to...
I love YouTube, and I go down a lot of rabbit holes. So
Okay, what about the moon landing?
no.
Don't think it
Yes.
happened.
I don't think it, like,
There we go. He's on my
Okay.
side there.
Yeah.
okay, I don't think it happened
Yep.
because
We haven't gone
we've
there
got
again.
exactly. And
Yep.
everyone's got all this money in the world and all the science and technology to get there, but
So
Just
what about-
common sense, really, isn't it, Reg? It's common sense.
So is the Earth round or flat?
Jesus Christ. I think it's round.
There you
yes,
go. So,
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
the pyramids. The pyramids. Who built the pyramids?
But I don't think they were done by humans.
Oh, but they're at the
come on.
at the center of Earth
Yeah.
lies the pyramids. I'm pretty sure.
Like Reg is on
At
my
the center of Earth, like
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
like-
coordinates
yeah,
of
the
blah,
exact-
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
the
that-
exact-
yeah, you're
the
right.
exact
You're right,
coordinates of
Reg.
The
Yeah.
like,
Not
come on.
one astronaut has been on the moon.
I'm afraid not.
No Apollo ever
Nope.
landed on the moon. It's all a lie.
I'm afraid so.
Oh, God. Now,
There you go.
Dolphin Fletch says, I reckon Toto knocking out Sammy and not being sent is a disgrace. Also, the Titans have they kicked a penalty. If they would have kicked a penalty to go 4 in front, that way Cleary couldn't have kicked the 2-pointer to draw. Now, you're telling us off air that both you and Foz sort of had that conversation at that time. It was only a few minutes to go, wasn't there?
Yeah, again, I think we sort of get a message down from the coach to make that decision.
Well, I mean, I like that
But
because
again,
you guys are in the heat of it.
Foz is the captain, and
You know the flow of the game, don't you?
And he's the half, and he's the the most experienced one there. So you have to back the decision. And I thought the decision was the right one at the time, just to waste a minute or so, throw it into a corner, and they have to go 100 metres to score, or what Nathan did, bloody kick a field goal. So
Yeah.
1300 01 1170 is the open line number. Dasher is on the line. How are you, Dasher?
Dasha,
Yeah,
good.
just real quick. I don't agree with Rat on the interchange of the number of players.
Yep.
I just think that that's the reason why we have our injuries, because of the interchange. They need to just go back to 4 reserves and you play, and that's it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. So you don't have
it's-
fresh people interacting with
you can't-
tired people. Is that what you mean?
Real fatigue.
Yeah.
And then the other thing as well is you just talked about it. I do not understand the 40-20 rule and the 2-point field goal, because teams are being rewarded for not being able to advance the ball.
Yeah, you make a good point there.
Yeah,
But what they are being rewarded for, Dasher, is pretty phenomenal skill in a particular position. So if your half can, we can find that line. I don't mind that, but you do make a good point. The team that's defended, really well, held that team within the 40, gives them, the opportunity to get ball in good field position, and he kicks a 40-20. It sort of flies in the face of what we're trying to do defensively to sort of keep them down that end. But yeah, look, I probably agree with the fact that. I don't agree with the fact that 40-20s are a bad thing. I like 40-20s.
We're going to get into buy, hold, sell about the rules really soon. 1300 01 1170. Who we got there? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, boys.
Oh, he's back.
What's happening, Glenn?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yep.
I'll give you blokes flat. Closer each day I read.
You are.
Oh, man.
Oh, mate.
Oh,
Lenny.
okay.
He just got his money today.
Let's get into this.
Now on Sportsday. Buy, hold, or sell.
Buy, hold, or sell. NRL rules is the topic this week. So we're going to touch on these. So you're either buying it, love it, holding it, not quite sure. Maybe we can work with it a little bit, sell. Let's get rid of it straight away. Okay, 6 again rule. Rat, you go first.
Oh, I'm selling it every day of the week.
Really?
I'm so off it.
you
I'm
would have
so
loved the
off
6
it.
again rule.
I would have.
Yeah.
But I think it's become too, they're frivolous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're frivolous with this rule because it's meant to be a penalty.
Yeah.
There is no way they're blowing that many penalties in a game of footy.
Buy,
Reg?
hold, or sell?
if I'm defending, I'm selling it. Attacking, absolutely. So,
Is it a nightmare when you get to tackle 4 or 5? You get another set, and you got those
it's
quick
the
players
coach.
around the
It's
ruck?
the coach
Do you
killer.
just look at the person who caused it and just think, I
usually
want to
a
rip
winger.
your head off?
Look, I think around, in good ball, obviously defending your line, it's sort of useful.
Yeah.
But around that middle section of the field, if someone does it on the fourth with a lazy hand or coming
Just
up with the
wild.
ball, you're just going, what are you doing? So definitely puts a lot of pressure on the defence.
Yeah.
6 again. I like it, but I hate it when you've got the opportunity to kick a 2-point penalty goal, but you're having to go with the 6 again.
Yeah, crack.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, exactly right.
I'd like to be able to have the option as well. Okay, 2-point field goal. Buy, sell, hold. Reg. Sell? Oh, yeah.
Oh, mate.
Definitely sell it.
Mate, know your audience, Scott.
Yeah, exactly. Rat?
No, I like
Yeah.
it. It's a tough thing to do. And,
I mean,
and if you can do it, I think it's...
That proved part of a great game last Saturday, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And our game had everything in it.
Yeah.
So as a Titans and a player, and I think it's definitely good for the game. It gives the kickers an option to go for that. And but look, 2 points is 2 points, and
it hurts.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
Okay, next one is 3rd versus 4th when you finish after the regular season, not having a home final, but 5th and 6th do.
I'm okay with it because if they
So you're
lose,
buying, holding, or selling?
I'm buying.
I'm selling that.
No, but there's no other way to do it, Sats.
There's got to be. There has to be.
I don't know.
Buy, hold, sell.
You're getting
Reg?
rid of it?
no, I don't.
If you could figure out a way,
If you
buy,
can
hold,
figure out
or
a way
sell.
to do it, yeah.
But
Selling
if 3rd and 4th lose,
Mhm.
they're playing the next week at home.
But it doesn't matter.
They're still getting
A
home final.
loss in the final hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Hurts you
Yeah,
psychologically.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll play that. What do you think about Sugar's theory of like if you finish first,
I'm
you
saying
finish
sell
minor
now.
premiership, you should be able to choose who you play in the top 4.
I like it.
Yeah, if you're the because that's the only advantage they would have.
No, I like
because
that.
second
I'm buying
and
that.
first, exactly. I reckon it's a great. I mean, yeah.
Okay, penalty goal. So a penalty goal, you take a penalty goal and you miss it, and it goes over the dead ball. You shouldn't get the ball back.
No, you should.
Nah, you should.
Really?
Yeah, I think
You've
so.
already got
Yeah.
the advantage to kick a penalty goal. If you miss it,
but I
your
like the
advantage
fact
is
that,
gone.
But the dropout is from the 20-metre line.
Yes.
So it is a bit of an advantage to the defending side. Who've got
So
to
you're
kick the ball
buying it?
back. Yeah, I'm buying
You're
that.
buying
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
I'm
buying
selling it. What are you, Probo?
Yeah, I'm selling. That
Selling,
sucks.
yeah.
Really? So that's the risk. So no one would ever take
In Union, they don't do that.
No, but no one would ever take a penalty goal. We're not
don't
talking about Union, Geordie.
It's a greater game.
Oh, look out. You're going to get attacked.
Yeah, no.
So what are some of the rules? 0457 736 736. You want to buy, hold, or sell?
Yeah, tell us what you don't like.
And
Tell
on the
us what you
line,
like.
we've got Kiwi Warrior. How are you, Warrior?
Hey, Kiwi.
How going, boys?
Good, good, buddy. What's happening?
Reagan, brother, just want to ask you a couple of questions, bro. I love that Ron Jeremy moustache, by the way.
Thank you.
Bro, you were robbed last week with that penalty try, but when you come up against the Wales, brother, I'm hoping that it's going to be just as an enterprising game. Brother, out of these two opponents, Kiwi boys, Nelson Sofa Solomona and James Fisher Harris, who do you reckon is your toughest opponent out of those two, bro?
Good question.
That's a good question. Look, on his day, I think Nelson's very hard to contain. But Fish, I've played with Fish. He's one of the toughest players I've probably played with at such a young age. And look,
You don't want to annoy any of them, do you?
Don't want to. Don't.
Have a good night, boys. Thank you, boys.
Hey, Kiwi, hey,
but
Warrior.
look, I would say Fish.
Yeah, mate.
I would say Fish, mate.
Okay,
There
good
you go.
answer. So,
Good.
Kiwi Warrior, if you could only pick one front rower in your salary cap, you had to either buy Nelson or Fish. Which one are you buying?
Go with the Fish.
Go on the Fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think they're
He's
both
done it.
great
He's done it
players.
all. So
Yeah.
give it a
absolutely.
Fish. Mate.
Hey, good
Thanks
stuff,
for the call,
Kiwi
mate.
Warrior. Love your call.
Thanks, mate.
Also, Craig from
How
the
are you,
Maitland
Craig?
Pumpkin Pickers is on the line. How are you, Craig?
Yes, good evening, Scott, Matthew and Regan. I'm selling the 6 again because it's too arbitrary.
Yeah.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, with you, Craig. It's just become that way, hasn't it? It just seems like it's just it's just willy-nilly 6 agains. You don't know what they're for. They don't ever go back and investigate it. It's just, I think it's ruining the game, to be honest.
Ruining the game.
It's ruining it.
It's
ruining it. It's just, I feel like it just gives the referees too much control over things.
Yeah.
And obviously they've got to referee the
We
games.
have seen games and the trend go that way. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it brings teams back into the game.
Do you bring back the second ref?
Oh, no.
Do you know what? It's actually not a bad argument.
Yeah, well,
if they're
it
going to
takes a little less pressure.
If they're going to take the 6 again away from the game, you've got to have someone controlling the ruck because there's too much going on.
Right. They hold the 10. Second one in the ruck, seeing
played
what he's
with
doing,
it,
and then look.
Okay.
You've played through everything. You've covered
I've
it all.
come through a lot of
Reg,
stuff.
So
and
were you okay with the
changes.
6 again with the 2 refs? Did you find it okay?
I think it was a shock, but then you obviously train. Then you train for it as well.
Reg, could you hear when you're in a tackle and there's a lot going on, whether you got the ball, you're in a tackle, could you hear the second ref?
Yeah.
You can hear them,
absolutely.
can you?
Okay.
They're straight in. They're straight in. So you're allowed to get the refs out at the time, and they give you your commands and
so you could hear them in the
Yeah,
tackle.
so they give you commands of held, release, move, rah. So I think if you're going to scrap the 6 agains, I think bring in the second ref.
Yeah, right.
And that sort of just takes out a little bit of the.
I think what's happened is we've been so big on ball in play that we've gone away from the fundamentals of the game.
Yep.
And it's sort of ruining the spectacle a bit. And I don't want to see teams have to make 3 sets of tackles in a row based on a hand being there or this. It just it's hurting the game, I think.
We're going to get stuck into very, very soon. We're going to talk about the 2025 Pacific Championships. The draw has been confirmed across the men's and the women's game, with Australia going to England, of course. And gents, Stormy Daniel has texted the show. Says, I'm an avid fan of the Probo kid, Geordie. But buy, hold or sell, I'm selling Geordie for declaring rugby is a better game.
Oh, I
when
knew it
does
was
the
coming.
probation period end?
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I regret it as soon as I said it.
Yeah, you got to know your audience
Know your
here,
audience,
Geordie.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about Butzer says another segment could be Reg's Pandora's box. Do you know what a Pandora's box is?
I know there's a
What
store
is
called
it?
Pandora.
Yeah,
I don't know.
what is Pandora's
box is
It's when you
It's like
when you
your little-
open Pandora's box.
it's like your
it's
secrets.
trouble, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's like your,
Yeah, right. Okay, there you go.
G'day boys, 1 ref, 4 touchies.
Oh,
I agree with the 4 touchies.
what do you mean?
One stays in front of the ball, one stays behind the ball.
Well, one stays on the 10 metres, and one judges the forward passes, I guess.
Feel
One
like,
judges the
feel like a
touchline.
40-20s, like they're 15, 20 metres
Well, we just
away.
miss so many forward passes.
Yeah, we do.
And if one ref is just like watching that, and then the other ref is watching the sideline, I can understand that. But, gee, they've got to
having
stay
4
off the field.
Imagine
though.
having 4 touchies.
Oh, mate.
Just get absolutely hammered, they would. Sats, isn't Ron Jeremy? Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
127.
He used to work on the old Paul
I've got that a few
Bongiornos.
times as well.
Now, Broncos, 158, says have played 8 games against top 8 sides this year and won 5 of them. Storm have not played a top 6 side since Magic Round. Bulldogs have not beaten a top 8 side since round 10. If Brisbane can go down there and beat Storm at home tomorrow night, they are right in this competition.
Can they? Yes, they can. Will they? I just don't think they will. I
Don't
think
reckon?
Melbourne will be too good down there. Yeah. They just
their
seem to get it
record-
right this time of year.
The
I know that
record
they-
shows that they've
Well,
Storm
mate,
have beaten them on
well,
Stormy Daniel
yeah. Give us
Hillstorm
a
Hillary?
stat. It's ridiculous.
once out of the last 20 occasions, something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
We've got Darren on the line, have we? 1300 01 1170. You call, you get on.
Yes, Darren, what's
How are you,
happening?
Darren?
Yeah, g'day guys. Playing golf this afternoon with 4 prominent Ballina rugby league people.
Yep.
They're in agreement with me. Follow up on the question from last night, and Reg may know the answer to this. They're in agreement that back in April the league brought in a thing that if like Stephen Crichton knocked out that
Taylor May?
West,
Yep.
Taylor May, right? Taylor May.
Oh.
He's gone.
I know what he's saying.
Yeah.
After if he failed, then Crichton could then be sent to the sin bin. Doesn't matter if it's 15 minutes later. As soon as he failed his HIA, and they're saying that was brought in, but
Yeah.
not out of you guys. But
I'm not sure, Darren. Like I'm sure that we've talked about it. There's no question about that. And
so what he's
it's being
saying, if
brought up.
Stephen Crichton hits Taylor May high, Taylor May goes off and fails his HIA, Stephen Crichton's got to leave the field?
No, he should be sent to the sin bin.
Sent to the sin bin.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not sure it is a rule. Is it a rule?
I thought they brought that rule in.
Well,
you
he
don't
should have.
stop the play until they can come back to it. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
And have a look at it.
Yeah, well,
Could be
Well, they
Crichton
said there
should
was,
have.
well, they
should
said
have
there was
been sent then.
mitigating circumstances. They said May was
he slipped.
slipping.
He did slip
But
a
there's
lot.
also a mindset around it, is that if you've got a key player, just say Stephen Crichton is the Broncos, which he is. He's their marquee player. He decides whether they win or lose most games.
Yep.
And if he knocks out a player who's respectfully not one of the key players in the other side, he goes off for a HIA and they go, well, Stephen Crichton, is a chance he's going to go to the sin bin. You've just failed your HIA. So could they do that?
Well, no, because it's independent. It's independent, your HIA doctor, yeah?
Yeah.
So have you been through a HIA? A number of times? No.
I think I've had one.
Right. So talk me through the process. Do
So you
they
do
set a baseline for you at the start of the
so
year?
You do a baseline with your team doctor,
Right.
Which you should be pretty healthy at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But you deliberately fail it so you get better
yeah.
throughout the year. Yeah.
And you'll say, what's today? What's the time? What are you doing? Where are you? Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
Got to repeat the numbers back to me. Remember these 10 words.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then he'll ask you, you'll do more things, ask you back, remember those 10 words. Boom, 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 boom. I think you get like 3 or 4 shots at it.
So that's what they ask you.
Then you got to do the months backwards.
Oh, I'm failing now.
And then after that, you do the same 10 words. Can you remember them? So that will give you a baseline. So then,
Right. Okay, so that's your baseline. But when you come off in a game and they don't do that, do they?
your doctor does that.
Oh, no
Correct.
way. Yeah, well, I'd have to study that.
Okay.
That's like a month of study before the season starts. So
So I
it's
know
just
you-
dialed in
There's
there.
there's other things as well. There's balancing as well, balancing on one leg, doing things like that to make sure.
And your doctor does that.
Yep.
So I know you question now question the integrity of your doctor, who which.
But then again, the onus is on that doctor to make sure he's making the right decision.
And
with,
the independent, is there an independent doctor there?
independent doctor is on the sideline. He's watching the game.
He brings you off.
for anything. If there's any concerning act that they see, they flag your doctor.
Right.
So every team will have 2 doctors on the sideline.
Yep.
Your main doctor will go and check it, tell your orange shirt, hey, I think he's showing
He's got to come off, yeah.
categories, need to go check him. So they'll stop. That's when refs will obviously stop the play. They do a quick baseline check and they go, If he's feeling that, come off, do your 15 minutes.
So if you're off and there's a chance of getting that player into the sin bin,
But then if you obviously get done again for the second time, you're done.
But the thing is, Sats, it's like you think, oh no, doctors they're integral. They wouldn't do the wrong thing. I've seen Any Given Sunday. That doctor wasn't
Needles.
doing the right thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
I know. Okay, 2025. That was good. Good
insight.
call there, actually. Yeah, and good insight by a current player. 2025 Pacific Championships draw confirmed, so that they'll be held primarily in New Zealand and Papua New Guinea. There's some games at Suncorp Stadium as well, and Combank Stadium in Sydney will host the final of the 2025 Pacific Championships. So, Cook Islands, Fiji, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, Tonga, and the women's are Australian, Cook Islands, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, Tonga. Also, you got Fijian heritage. What side of the family?
My mother.
Mum. Okay.
So are you a chance? Fiji aren't in it? Oh yeah, they are in it. Are you putting your hand up or are you not?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, right.
Let's just see how the
body holds up and
commitments and that with family and. But look, we'll obviously weigh up all the options. But yes, I do have heritage.
Could be you and Mark Nwanga Tukawazi, the stars of the Fijian side.
Hey, so Carver, do you like it?
I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Yeah, it's different. It definitely has its acquired.
I had
taste.
hallucinations the first time I had it.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many pulses? You get?
Yeah. I want your Carver.
Sunday, 19th of October. So a few weeks after the grand final day, which is the first Sunday in October, of course. New Zealand plays Samoa at Eden Park, then Samoa versus Tonga a week later, then New Zealand versus Tonga. I think potentially. I know the tier system is based on pathways and funding. If that's what our tier system is based on, Samoa and Tonga will never be a tier 1 side.
No, they won't be.
If it's based purely on results,
Talent.
and talent. Could this be the straw that broke the camel's back and around tiered systems? You got developing nations, which are your Fiji and your Papua New Guinea and your Cook Islands and so on. But could this be the catalyst for change?
I don't know, Sato. I'm always of the opinion that they're always going to be tier 2 nations because they're not going to get the development and the kids in Australia develop very differently for their football career than they do in Samoa and Tonga. There's no question. And most of these kids that are playing for New Zealand and also Samoa and Tonga, they're from here. They're developed here. So that's not going to change. And I love the fact, and I really do love the fact that they go back and they play for their heritage. And I think it's a wonderful part of rugby league. But I don't think it should change their tier based on their results because the results aren't coming from what they've done in Samoa or what they've done in Tonga. The results are coming from what they've done here in their junior development and their professional careers.
Well, that's what's making International Rugby League so strong.
Well, it's making it exciting again.
Yeah. So are you saying just get rid of the tiers?
No. Well, you can.
I'm saying get rid of the tiers.
Get rid of the tiers, and it doesn't matter with Origin and all that sort of stuff. If you play for Samoa, if you play for Tonga, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But what I will say is when it comes to international stuff, like I think once you've made your decision, that's it.
Yep.
It's like with Origin. Like you're playing for Queensland, you can't pick next year to play for New South Wales.
Yep.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
If you're in New South Wales and want to move this way, Kingscliff. I like to say New South Wales, but the Queensland weather, Andy says. And we talked to Tommy Hazelton earlier on. He said he's done a lot of bricklaying. Son of a bricklayer from Goulburn. He must be harder than coffin nails. And got like a few people who are saying, listen, I'm a bricklayer as well. It's a good trade.
Dave,
hard work.
Geordie, you got some support here from Dave. He says, I stand with Jordan. Rugby is number one.
I'm a league guy as well.
No, he loves them both. We know that.
Thank you.
We know that.
Even though they didn't have 1 million viewers across the entire series.
Total reach, mate. 5.4 mil total reach.
Total reach.
Want to get into it? Yeah.
Is that for the whole series?
Whole series, yeah.
Whole series.
Rugby
okay.
Australia's back.
Origin get that in one night. So let's get to a break here on Sports Day. What? You want more? Well, then make sure you follow our socials and listening live to SEN Radio for your daily dose of Sports Day with Sats and Rat.